chant the first two verses by Adi Shankaracharya Ji from page 8. So page 8 and page 9. That is what we will chant. Jagrat Swap. We'll chant together. Jagrat Swapna Sushupteshu Skodhatara Yasam Vedujrumbhate Ya Brahmadi Pipidikata Tanushu Rota Jagat Sakshini Saivaham Nachadrishyavas Vididrina Prajna Priyasyasti Chet Chandalosu Satu Dvijosu Gururit Yesha Manisha Brahmaivahamidam Jagascha Sakalam Chinmatra Vistaritam Sarvam Chaitadavidyaya Trigunaya Ashesham Maya Kalpitam Yuktam Yasya Dridamati Sukhatare Nitye Pare Nirmale Chandalosu Satu Dvijosu Guru Yesha Manisha. So the first verse that Adi Shankaracharya Ji chanted was Prajnanam Brahma. And for us that translates to I am the seer and not the seen. The second verse was Aham Brahmasmi, which translates to I am the white canvas and the world is a painting on me. Right? Now we're going to go to the third verse. This is of Tat Twam Asi. Tat Twam Asi. Okay? I'll chant and you can repeat after me. Shashvanashwarameva Vishwamakhilam Shashvanashwarameva Vishwamakhilam Nishchitya Vacha Guroho Nishchitya Vacha Guroho Nityam Brahma Nirantaram Vrimrishata Nityam Brahma Nirantaram Vrimrishata Nirvyaja Shantatmana Nirvyaja Shantatmana Bhutam Bhavicha Dushkritam Pradahata Bhutam Bhavicha Dushkritam Pradahata Samvinnaye Pavake Samvinnaye Pavake Prarabdhaya Samarpitam Swavapuhu Prarabdhaya Samarpitam Swavapuhu Ityesha Manisha Mama Ityesha Manisha Mama. Together. Shashvanashwarameva Vishwamakhilam Nishchitya Vacha Guru Nityam Brahma Nirantaram Nirvrishata Nirvyaja Shantatmana Bhutam Bhavicha Dushkritam Pradahata Samvinmaye Pavake Prarabdhaya Samarpitam Swavapurithyesha Manisha. So, Tat Twam Asi. For this, it translates to us as I am the changeless and not the changing. I am the changeless, not the changing. He says, Shashwan Nashwara. Permanently changing. The world is Shashwat Nashwat. It's permanently changing. Akhilam Vishvam. This entire world is permanently changing. Nishchitya Vacha Guroho. And the one who has done Nishchitya means the one who has done reflection on Vacha Guroho, on the words of the Guru. And what is permanently permanent? Nityam Brahma. Brahman, you, your nature, yourself are truly permanent. And who is able to contemplate on this? Nirvyaja Shantatmana. Nirvyaja, the one from whom all negativities have gone and has a peaceful mind. Shantatmana. And the one who reflects. Brimishata Nirantaram. The one who constantly reflects. Constantly reflects. And to that person, Bhutam, whatever is past, Bhavi, whatever is future, all of the karmas, Dushkritam Pradahata, they have been burnt away. Samvinmaye Pavake, in the fire of consciousness. And what about this body currently? Swabhapuhu, this body, Samarpitam, is offered to Prarabdha. That person who has firm condition in all of this, firm conviction in all of this, Itiyesha Manisha Mama. From my conviction, that person is my Guru. So the person who has firm conviction in this truth, from my conviction, that person is my Guru. So we'll take one by one. See, how do we find out our real nature? Our real nature is called, in Chandogya Upanishad, Sat. Sat means something that never ever changes. It does not change. What does not change is you. So our bodies have been changing. Yes, at some point we looked like our children only here. When they were taking the Gita, chanting trophies and everything, the awards. At some point our bodies looked like that. And slowly our bodies grew up. Slowly they grew even more. And they grew into adulthood. But amidst all of the changes that are happening in our bodies, there's something changeless, isn't there? When someone comes to our home and they see a picture of us when we were maybe 20 years old, they say, "That was you? Really? Oh, look at you." Huh? So the body was changing, but I am changeless. Our minds keep changing. We have mood swings. Not even day by day, but moment to moment. Huh? Our minds keep changing and changing. The mood keeps changing. It's like the weather report. It keeps changing. But that which is aware of it is changeless. Our intellect, all the knowledge that we've collected, that keeps changing. Sometimes we forget what we've learned. Sometimes we learn new things. When we were in 3rd grade, our knowledge from 3rd grade is very different from our knowledge in high school, from our knowledge in college, from our knowledge now. So our knowledge, all the things that we gather, they keep changing. But I am changeless. My ego, my personality also keeps changing, but I am changeless. So who are you? Amidst this permanently changing body, mind, intellect, you are that reality we call Om. That reality. Tat. Tat. You are that. Tat Twam Asi. Now that which is changeless in you is the same as that which is changeless in the world. That which is changeless in you is known as existence. And that which is changeless in the world is existence. If you take take the whole entire world and see what is the substratum, what is it that commonly pervades everything in the world. Can we say it is life? No, because not everything has life. We say, okay, is everything in the world human? No, there are animals and plants also. Is everything in the world alive? No, because some things are inanimate. Does everything in the world have a form? No, some things are formless. So it's not life pervading everything. It's not form pervading everything. Is a name pervading everything? No, some things don't have a name. But what is that one common thing which pervades the entire world? It's called existence. Existence. So existence is the substratum of the world, and existence is the substratum of me. That changeless presence in me is existence. That changeless substratum in the world is existence. That existence of the world and this existence are one and the same. One and the same. So I am changeless. And the one who keeps reflecting on this, in Chandogya Upanishad, this message was given 9 times. 9 times. Tat Twam Asi, Tat Twam Asi, Tat Twam Asi. You are that, you are that, you are that. 9 times. So that Shweta Ketu, who was a student, he got it. What is the point of knowing that I am changeless? Somebody who is changeless is absolutely fearless. Fearless. First, I will talk in the level of the Jivan Mukta, then I will bring it to our level. From the level of the Jivan Mukta, what happens when they realize themselves, they realize the true nature of their being, all their past karmas, Bhutam gets burnt away. All their past karmas. Our past karmas are called Sanchita. All their past karmas, they get burnt away because there's no more doer. Karma relies on karta. Action relies on the doer. When there's no more doer, then the action has no place to stand. So all of their karmas get burnt away. Their past karmas. What about their future karmas? All of their future karmas are also burnt away because there's no more doer, there's no more ego, there's no individuality. So all of those also, they get burnt away. What about prarabdha? What about the karma that gave birth to this body? What about that? Aren't they experiencing prarabdha? They offer this body to God. Prarabdhaya samarpitam svabhakti. They offer this body to God. Whatever has to happen, it has to happen. It's absolutely okay. And for this reason, they are fearless of death. If we see the life of Swami Tapovan Maharaj Ji, the guru of Gurudev, when he was almost dying, he was very sick. It must have been maybe around 60s. He was sick and coughing, and his body was weak. And Swami Chinmayananda Ji, Gurudev, went to his guru, Swami Tapovanam, and said, Gurudev, can we take you to a hospital in Delhi? Because Swami Tapovan Maharaj Ji was in Uttarkashi. So Swami Chinmayananda Ji said, can we take you to a hospital in Delhi? Swami Tapovan Maharaj Ji said, what, people don't die in Delhi or what? Why are you going to take me to Delhi? Well, people don't die there. If I am going to die, I might as well die here, in Uttarkashi. And he looks at Swami Chinmayananda Ji and says, Mr. Yamaraj, Mr. Death, has been waiting to take my interview for so many years. So, let him take it. I don't mind. Whatever has to happen, let it happen. And fearlessly he sat in Uttarkashi until his last days when he left his body. He didn't want anything. He didn't want to go anywhere. He didn't want anyone to do anything for him because he knew that this is life. Whatever has to happen to this body, it will happen. See here, everybody has to die or not? Everybody has to die. Correct? So everybody will get sick. You understand? Except the few lucky ones who die in their sleep. Huh? Everybody will get some disease. Everybody will get some sickness. Everybody will have to go through it because this body has to die. So when I understand that I am not this body, what this verse brings is absolute fearlessness. And please understand, fearlessness is not foolishness. Foolishness is, I'm not the body, so let me stand in front of the car. That is foolishness. Okay, that's not what we're saying. What we're saying is if we are put in situations where this body has to go, this body has to get sick, this body has to break down, be fearless of it because you have nothing to do with it. That's the knowledge they have. Anandamayi Ma, very beautifully, she, diseases were coming to her body. She was a female saint, woman saint. And diseases were coming to her body and people were telling her, okay, why don't you cure your body? Why don't you send the diseases away? She said, you all come to me, I don't send you away. So let the diseases come. Why do I have to send them away? Let them come, let them go. So they were very, very clear that this body is offered to Prarabdha. And absolutely whatever happens, it's fine. It is fine. We don't have to worry too much about it. We don't have to hold on to it. And this is seen in our Bhagavad Gita. How strong is the self? No weapon can harm it. No water can wet it. No wind can dry it. No fire can burn it. Fire cannot burn consciousness. Wind cannot dry consciousness. Water cannot wet consciousness. And consciousness existence is subtler than space. Fire can't burn space. Water can't wet space. Air can't dry space. And consciousness is subtler than space. So what to talk of consciousness? So when we understand that I am that which is changeless and everything around me is changing, it gives us this strength. That is called Tat Twam Asi. You are that. You are that changeless reality. Okay? Now we go to the next one. Next one now is from Mar30 Upanishad. Ayam, Atmaa, Brahmaa. Here is number 4. Ya tiryan naradevata virahamityantas puta kriyate. Yadbhasaridayakshate vishayah. Bhanti swato chetanaha. Tam bhase pihitarka mandalanibham. Spurtim sada bhavayam. Yogi nirvita विषयाः भाति स्वतो चेतनाः तां भास्येतिहितार्थमण्डलनिभां स्फूर्तिं सदा भावयन् योगी निर्विकमानसो हि गुरुर्येषा मनीषा. So who is my guru? Adi Shankaracharya says, my guru is a yogi. The last line, my guru is a yogi. Nirvrita manasaha, who is with a very quiet mind. And what does this yogi do? This yogi meditates on that reality. What is that reality? This is Ayam, Atmaa, Brahmaa. Ayam, Atmaa, Brahmaa. For us, that translates to I am all. Okay? I am all. Who is that? Yatiriyam. So that reality which shines upon all human beings. Tiryam is animals. Nara is human beings. So Tiryam, animals. Nara, human beings. Devata. Devata means the devatas. Aham iti antaha sputa krihyate. The one that shines as I in all of them. Yad bhasa, and by whose light, Hridaya, the mind, the eyes, and all the objects, they become enlivened. Although swataha achetanaha, by themselves they are inert, but by the light of consciousness, everything becomes enlivened. Tam bhasyaihi, and by that light, pihitar kamandalanibham, which is like that sun behind the clouds. Spurtim sada bhavayan, is always shining. The one who meditates on that, that is my guru. So what does this mean? Earlier, remember we saw I am the seer and this is seen. Right? We saw that. That's the first one. What is the second one? I am the canvas. The world is a painting. And what's the third one? I am the changeless and not the changing. Again, repeat that. I am the changeless, not the changing. Again, I am the changeless, not the changing. Now this fourth one is, I am the seer appearing as the seen. I am the seer appearing as the seen. This is what this means. So earlier we said, I am the seer, this is seen. So there is a difference. But now, through this Mahavakya, we're saying that I am the seer appearing as the seen. Even this is me. Earlier I said this is seen, I am the seer. This is seen, I am the seer. This is seen, I am the seer. Now I am saying, I am the seer appearing as the seen. So this is also me. This is also me. This is also me. This is also me. In fact, there is only seeing. There is only being. There is only one. But it's appearing as two. There's only one. And so what this is saying is, that reality, that one reality who is appearing in tiryak. Animals are called tiryak. Why? Because they are horizontal. What do you mean they are horizontal? Means their thinking, their heart, their stomach, and their reproductive organ is all in one line, horizontal. So they have no sense of priority, they would just priority. And how are humans? Humans are the opposite. Nara. Humans means that we have an order. So first this, then the stomach, then the reproductive organ. But actually sometimes we're like tiriyak only. We have mixed priorities. So that same consciousness which shines through what? Through animals, through humans, through the devatas as I. Because I, in fact, am appearing as all. And by my light, this mind is enlivened. The eyes, akshar, eyes are enlivened. All of the world, the objects are enlivened. And this is that reality. It is like that sun which illumines everything from behind the clouds. That is that reality. Now, what does this mean to me? The yogi with a silent mind who is ever able to realize that is my guru. What does this mean to me? I am all means that I live with utmost compassion and love. Because I understand that I am appearing as everybody. I am in everybody. So when this dawns on us, that I am everybody, think of what changes we make. The first change we make, when I understand that I am all, I understand that every thought, word, deed of mine affects everybody. I start to understand that. Because every thought, remember, I am all, I am everybody. Every thought that I have is affecting everybody, so how would I think? Every word that I speak, that I share is affecting everybody. We know that if we put a post, in 2 seconds, 5 seconds, it can reach millions of people. So every word that I speak, it has a power to affect everybody. Every action that I do, it has a power to help people. Because I am appearing as all. So this, I understand that I have to live being very aware. I am awareness. That is true. I am awareness, I am consciousness, but I have to also be very aware of how I am living life. Because one simple action, one simple word, one simple thought can trigger so many things positively or negatively. The second thing that happens when I know I am all is I live with compassion. I don't judge people right away. There was a man and he was on the bus with his children, okay? And his children were behaving so poorly in the bus. They were jumping up and down, and this man didn't tell his kids anything. He had 2 young boys, he didn't tell his kids anything. So the people around the bus were giving him dirty looks. Why aren't you telling, those kind of looks, why aren't you telling your children anything? But they didn't tell him, they just kept giving him looks. But he was completely in his own mind, in his own self. The children were getting out of control. So finally one person went up to him and said, Sir, do you not know what your children are doing in the bus? They're jumping around up and down, they're going here and there. Aren't you going to tell them anything? And he said, I'm so sorry, but their mother just died, and I don't know how to tell them. I just need this moment to think. So what he said. Then that person kept quiet. See, we don't know what other people are going through. We judge people so quickly, so quickly. Oh, you were so rude to me. Oh, you didn't do this. Oh, you didn't do that. Wait. I am that person too. Why don't you see? Is that person one of the comments also that she made. I take my time to understand what's going on and to respond. I am that person also. There was another beautiful story. Simple. It's a very, very simple video clip, very powerful. There was a mother and her baby was crying like anything, young baby girl. So the mother was carrying the baby girl and the baby girl was crying and crying and crying like anything. So the father got very mad. So what happened? And the baby girl said, pain, pain, pain. So the father thought the baby got hurt. So he yelled at the mother that, why are you so irresponsible with our daughter? How can you let her get hurt? Don't you know that she's just a young child? He kept yelling at her. And the baby kept crying, crying. She just kept crying, crying, crying. So finally, the father said, why don't you show me where is your pain? Where is your hurt? And the child pointed to it. Where was the pain? In the mother's hand. The child didn't have any pain. The child was crying because the child's mother was there. Understand? So when I know I am all, that natural compassion comes. Somebody asked, wait a second. First you said, I am not affected by my thoughts. I am the seer, everything is seen. Now you're telling me, I am the seer alone appearing as the seen. So what is the real story? The real story is given in Puja Gurudev's quote, which says, for yourself, you use the head. For everybody else, you use the heart. For myself, I am dispassionate. I am free and not affected by my body, my mind, my thoughts, my ego. I am able to detach. But for others, ooze with compassion. Show them whatever is required. This is how our great Mahatmas lived. From their own pain, their suffering, their sorrow, they were ever detached. But somebody felt sorrow, they oozed with compassion. And because they were so dispassionate from their suffering, from their sorrow, from what was going on in their body, mind, and intellect, because they were so withdrawn from it, they had that energy, that ability to give so much to the world. You ask Gurudev, his heart was functioning 20%. He was sick. In between talks, he's taking oxygen. From his own pain, his own body condition, he's detached. But he remembers. If you were sick, he remembers. You were sick. How are you feeling? Do you know in Siddhabari, they had this Hanumanji big event. So many people were coming there for the event. And people from south also came. They took the train. This one particular chick, he was helping lift all the heavy things there to prepare for that festival for Hanumanji. Gurudev looked at him. Are you sure you can lift? And he just looked at Gurudev. Gurudev said, 6 months ago you wrote me a letter that you had surgery. Are you okay? Can you lift? And he was just touched. He said, my parents didn't even remember I had surgery, what happened to me. Gurudev looks at him and says, can you lift? Are you okay? See that? But for his own pain, somebody asked him, there was a kid there nearby him, and he had to put his injection, because he was diabetic. He had to put his injection. So he took it out. And the kid was like, a little bit like freaking out. So Gurudev said, you know what a jacket is? You're wearing a jacket, right? Do you know what a jacket is? And the kid said, yes. He said, this body is a jacket. See? So that is what this knowledge gives. I am all. I am all. Can we say that 3 times? I am all. I am all. I am all. Okay. Now we come to the finale where he says, this person who realizes the truth of themselves, what happens to them? They are not happy. Huh? Because they are happiness. So the 5th clause for us is, I am not happy, I am happiness. Can you say that 3 times? I am not happy, I am happiness. I am not happy, I am happiness. I am not happy, I am happiness. Because if you become happy, you can get sad. So here's the 5th verse. Yat saukyam buddhi lesha leshata ime. Yat saukyam buddhi lesha leshata ime. Shakradayo nivritaha. Shakradayo nivritaha. Yat chitte nitaram prashanta kalane. Yat chitte nitaram prashanta kalane. Labdva munir nirvritaha. Labdva munir nirvritaha. Yasmin nitya sukham budhau galitadhihi. Yasmin nitya sukham budhau galitadhihi. Brahmaiva na brahmavita. Brahmaiva na brahmavita. Yakaschit sasurendra sevita pado. Yakaschit sasurendra sevita pado. Vandita is another reading. We'll do Vandita. Yakaschit sasurendra vandita pado. Yakaschit sasurendra vandita pado. Nunam Manisha mama. Nunam Manisha mama. Together. Yat saukyam buddhi lesha leshata ime. Shakradayo nirvritaha. Yat chitte nitaram prashanta kalane. Labdva munir nirvritaha. Yasmin nitya sukham budhau galitadhihi. Brahmaiva na brahmavita. Yat kaschit sasurendra vandapado. Nunam manisha. So Adi Shankaracharya says, this is my Guru. Who is my Guru? In the last verse, the one who is worshipped by Indra, the king of gods. Yaha kaschit sasurendra vandita padaha nunam manisha mama. That being alone is my Guru. And who is that Guru? The first line, Yat saukyam buddhi, is an ocean of bliss. And from that ocean of bliss, lesha leshata ime shakradayaha nirvritaha. Indra, etc., they are all filled with a drop of that ocean of bliss. Yat chitte, whose mind, nitaram prashanta kalane, is always calm. Labdva munir nirvritaha, who is happiness themselves. Yasmin nitya sukham buddhau galitadihi, and whose intellect has dissolved in that eternal bliss, who is no longer a knower of Brahman, is not Brahmavid, but Brahman himself. That is my Guru. What does this mean? Now, imagine this. Imagine an ocean of bliss. Yeah? Ocean of bliss. Imagine a drop of that ocean of bliss. How small is that? Very small. Right? Very small. All the happiness that we've ever felt in our whole lives, that everybody, all the happiness that everybody has felt in their whole lives, not only humans, also animals, also plants, also devatas, in all worlds, all the happiness that everybody has felt in all worlds are, if you put it together, it's only one drop of happiness in the ocean of bliss on the enlightened being. So all the happiness that we feel, it's only one drop of happiness in the ocean of bliss of an enlightened being. Why? Because our worldly happiness has so much defect. What is the defect of our worldly happiness? 3 defects. One is called atripti. Atripti means we do not find fulfillment in it. Because we are ignorant of our true nature, we don't know that we are already complete, we pursue the world outside. We pursue the world outside to feel complete. This is our first mistake. We said, I appear as all, right? So if I appear as all, why will I want anything? I am that already. I am appearing as this. I am appearing as this. I am appearing as you. I am appearing as this place. Why will we want that? We are that. But when we think that we are incomplete, we are the body, mind, intellect, we pursue this world because we want to feel complete. So we have this desire. Let me pursue this. Let me pursue that. Let me gain that. And we act upon our desires. So ignorance, desire, action. We get the result of action. And when we get the result of action, only 2 things happen. Either we are dissatisfied, we don't like the result, so we will go forth and act again, or we are not fulfilled. We got the result, now we want something more. There's always atripti. We're not getting full. This is called karma bandhana. Out of ignorance, we don't know we are complete, so I desire something. Maybe career will fulfill me. I go through it. Then I'll find it's not fulfilling me. Maybe having a family will fulfill me. Go through it. It's not fulfilling me. Maybe if I study more, it will fulfill me. It's not fulfilling me. Anything that we try, anything that we go into, anything that we pursue, we will find it's not fulfilling us. And it will not. It's an endless race. The only thing that will fulfill us is knowing that we are already complete. We are already full. We are already divine. Why are we running? It doesn't mean that we stop working. It means we work from joy, not for joy. We don't work in the world to gain, get, want. We work to give because we're so full and complete. We start working from joy instead of for joy. it's always laced with a little sorrow. There are actually very, very few moments where we have felt complete bliss. Almost every experience that we go through, it's always mixed with some sorrow. Some sorrow. Let us say a good friend is coming to visit us, right? So in the beginning, we're excited, very happy. So we're happy. And then when the friend is there, we're happy that the friend's there, but kind of sad that we can't do everything we want to do with the friend. And when the friend leaves, we're happy in a way because now we can go back to do what we want, but sad also that the friend left. Yeah? When your kids are with you, we're happy that the kids are with us, but we're sad because there's so many things we need to do for the kids. Right? And then, but when the kid leaves, we're happy that the kid left, but we're sad because we miss the kid. And make up your mind, do you want the kid here or not? Right? So everything is Mishrita. There's very, very rare moments where we actually felt pure 100% happiness. Think about it. Think about it. When was the last time you felt absolutely 100% pure happiness? But the enlightened being, as I said, they don't feel happiness because they are happiness. Understand? So it doesn't matter if they're happy thoughts, sad thoughts, it doesn't matter because they are happiness. The third defect of the happiness that we have in the world, first one was atripti. We don't get full. Second is dukkha mishrita, mixed. Third is bandhana, that the happiness in the world is binding. It's binding, and we keep depending on that then as a source of our happiness. For example, somebody got me a nice coffee. They said, oh, you must try this coffee. Okay, I tried it one day. And then the next day, they said, try it again. Okay, I tried it the next day. After that, what happened? I can't live without this coffee. I need to have it every day. That even if I go travel, I have to pack that coffee and travel. It's binding. Why? Because I depended on that for my happiness. Right? So I am bound. I am bound. Who is enjoying who? It's really does, right? Who is enjoying who? You think you're enjoying the object's enjoying you. This is what Mar30 says in Vairagya Shatakam. You think you're enjoying the objects, they're enjoying you. They're taking over your life. I have the phone. Somebody gave me a phone. Okay, use the phone, use it for email, use this, use that. Now what happens? We cannot live without the phone. Okay, if we go out without the phone, it is like, oh my gosh, what's going on? I feel like I'm missing something. At that time, Adi Shankaracharya ji said we have 5 koshas according to the Upanishads. But if all the rishis lived now, they would have said we have some 7-10 koshas. And cell phone would have been one of the koshas. How do I cell phone my kosha? How do I get? I'm serious. I am not kidding. Right? Incorrect. Right? We become so dependent on objects. This object has to be here for me to be happy. This person has to be here for me to be happy. This experience has to happen for me to be happy. Wow, what bondage have we put ourselves in? But the one who is enlightened is independent. We call them wow. What is wow? With or without? They're fine. Yeah, that is wow. Wow, with or without? Fine. That's so relaxed. The coffee is there, not there. Okay. Phone is there, not there. Okay. This person is there, not there. Fine. are happiness. They are happiness. They are that reality which appears as all. And the one who knows this, are they the knowers of Brahman? No. We think that this is the knower of Brahman, the one who knows their true selves. They are not the knowers of Brahman, they are Brahman itself. They are not knowledge of Brahman, they are knowledge itself. They are realization itself. They are meditation itself. They are truth itself. From our standpoint, we might think they're knower of Brahman, knower of Brahman. They are Brahman itself. They are that reality. Adi Shankaracharya says, that being is my Guru. That person may be a Chandala, maybe a Dvija, maybe somebody in the street, but whoever knows this firmly. What is the first one? I am the seer, not the seen. What's the second one? I'm the canvas, the world is a painting. What is the third one? I'm changeless and not the change. What's the fourth one? I am all. I'm the seer, appearing as the seen. And what's the fifth one? I'm not happy. I'm happiness. The one who knows this is my Guru. And in place of that Chandala, what happened? Lord Shiva came. It was he who took the form of the Chandala. And he blessed Adi Shankaracharya ji. Tathastu. You truly know that reality. And Adi Shankaracharya ji, you are Jagat Guru. You are a Guru of the world. And may your teachings live long. May they touch everybody's hearts. And may those who listen and reflect upon them come to realize just like you. Ikesha Manisha Mama. This we have completed Manisha Panchakam. We will just read the first verse because everything has to be a reflection. Then we will have some discussion and clarification. Okay? We'll read the first verse. Anamaya, Anamaya Matava. Chaitanyameva Chaitanya. Dvijavaraduri Karatam Vanchasi. Kim Bruhi Gacha Gacheti. Okay, very good. Now I will give you some questions to reflect upon. I will give you 3 questions, one for each verse. For verse number 3, how am I changeless, and how does this make me fearless? How am I changeless? How does it make me fearless? Question number 4. When I recognize that I am the seer appearing as the seen, how will my life change? How will my life change? I gave you 2 examples. We understand that our thoughts, words, and deeds affect everybody, and also we become more compassionate towards others. But do you reflect on other things that happen change within us when we realize that we are the seer appearing as the seen. The last, just reflect on I am not happy, but I am happiness. Reflect on this statement and the 3 defects of worldly happiness.
So, like people who took this course, how did they progress, or what were? Can you give us any tips on the previous, so that we can make progress? This course is wonderful. We just want to learn any guidance that you can give us for us to focus on this, that we can apply in our daily lives.
Sure. The one thing I would say is we live with a little bit more awareness. As I said that, because we are all one, isn't it? So living with a little bit more awareness, knowing that everything we do is affecting other people in our lives. Living with a little bit more compassion, a little bit more understanding, and also acceptance. When we did the satsang on enjoying darkness, it explained that Bhagwan appears in both ways. Sometimes very nice, beautiful, but sometimes also very terrifying. So living with that acceptance that everything is appearing in me. Painting will not always be nice and beautiful, but it might also be quite crazy sometimes. And it's okay, because I am the substratum and the painting is appearing on me. So that acceptance also comes.
Ayam, from our group Akasha, we had 2 questions, Shubhanji. So when we were reflecting, how am I changeless? How does it make me fearless? So one of the things we were talking about in our group is it seems, or it might be more easy when we think about just ourselves, implementing that, like, okay, I'm changeless, I'm fearless. We were talking about simple examples like risk taking. Sometimes we are afraid to do something because of whatever perceptions we have. And in that case, we have to push ourselves by understanding the concept. But the same thing when we expand it to our families, or when our children want to do something like that and we are afraid, how do we expand the same thing beyond you, beyond as it relates to your family? That was one question. And the second question related to I'm the seer and not the seen. How do you manage others' expectations? Talking about the bandhana, where you understand, but as a mother or as a sister or family member, there are certain expectations of you. So how do you meet that? Those were the 2 questions from our group.
Right. So when it comes, and this was Arjuna's same question, that he, on the battlefield, he could not understand how he could kill Bhishma and Drona. Because to him, they were very real. And then Sri Krishna told him, no, nobody dies. No, Gurudev gives a very nice phrase, right? Every body dies, but nobody dies. Atmaa never dies, right? And so Sri Krishna tells him, na anushochani pandita. You don't need to grieve, because there was never a time where you were not there, when I was not there, and there will never be a time where we will not be there. So just like we understand that we are changeless, and yes, we take risks, we have to also start seeing that in others. And in an easier or more practical way to follow it, we have to look at come through us, not by us. We are just a caretaker. We're just a caretaker. We're not the owner. When you're the owner of something, it becomes very difficult. But when you're the caretaker, then there's a little sense of ease. Now, when you go on a flight, you know your seat is 30A. You go and you sit in your seat. Then you take the flight. After the flight, you don't want to carry your seat home. You're done. Right? But for that flight, you were on that seat, you sat, you did whatever you do, and you leave. So who are your children? They're not yours. You are not the first parents of your children. Your children are jivas on a journey. They would have been your parents also. You are not their first parents, they are not your first children. So get that sense straight that these are just coming through me, these children are coming through me, and I am just a caretaker. And therefore I have to do my best to nourish them to grow as best as they can. And if they fail, if they break down, it's okay because their nature is changeless. Nothing can actually happen to them. They are Atman. We have to have this knowledge, and it's very valuable, especially when somebody is dying. When someone is dying in the family, we have to have that knowledge that that's Atman. The real nature is Atman. Now this person has gone, but their nature is permanent, it's eternal, and it is me. That knowledge we should hold. That will only help us to face sorrow. So start being able to see that. Your second question, can you please repeat it?
Second one is that I am the seer and not seen. How do you manage your expectations in the family? Me understanding that, but others have a certain expectation. Does it make me appear aloof, or does it not help me to satisfy their expectations, or should we even think like that? Should I even be thinking like that's an expectation of me and I have to meet it, and because of that you go in a different path?
Yeah. No, life is between you and God. It's between you and God. So everybody can have expectations of you, but the most important is what is your relationship with God? What is your dharma towards God? That should be first and foremost. Then you shouldn't worry about anything else. Because if you fulfill your dharma towards Bhagavan, then all dharmas are fulfilled. As I stated, I take myself to be a seeker first, then a parent, a seeker first, then a friend, a seeker first, then a co-worker, then all my dharmas are being fulfilled from the highest level. So I have to always take that stance. I am a seeker first, and from this, I will fulfill my dharma.
So this is actually in continuation with our discussion we had yesterday with our group. When we read texts like the Mahabharata or the Ramayana, we are already aware of who is upholding dharma, right? It's Lord Rama, Lord Hanuman, Lord Krishna. In today's day and age, like how do we, because this came up in our group discussion yesterday, like two countries, for example, at war with each other, each side arguing they're upholding dharma, the other opposing team goes, no, I am the one upholding dharma, and everyone has their own view of, right, who is upholding dharma. That's why I was also mentioning that we talked about AI a little bit, right? The companies are saying it's for the benefit of humanity, but there are some people saying no, it's not, right? So how do we remove the bias from that? Trying to decide, right, what is dharma? How do we continue to uphold it, right? But identifying it first.
Yeah, correct. So someone asked me this question yesterday also, right? So I'm going to give you a very, very simple acronym that we can follow in daily life. But with countries, that is something that's difficult for us to decide. Because there's too much there. We might only read the surface, and media also, who knows how they're reporting what. So that's not something we can really understand in terms of two nations. Somebody who knows exactly what's going on with both the nations, that person can determine which one is dharmic. But the determining factor is this. It is what makes you smile. Smile formula. S means it is something shreyas. Shreyas, it is something done by noble people. It is the path walked by noble people. M means it benefits most people, not less people. So if I say I want to have the satsang here at 10 p.m. at night just because I feel like, no, that's a very adharmic. For most people, it benefits this time, we should have it at this time. I means it's guided by my intellect and not by my impulse. So I have to clearly think, is this the right decision? It's not guided by what I feel like doing. I kind of want to do this, so let's do it. No, that I think about everybody. L is, it's for long term. It's not a short-term solution, but long-term, is this going to be good? It might be a little painful, little hard, but long-term it will be good. And E, it's going to help us evolve and grow closer to Bhagavan. It's going to help us grow closer to Bhagavan. So smile, Shreyas, S, M, benefits most, I, it's by my intellect, L, long term, E, it will help us evolve. So if we take into consideration AI or even social media, you can use it both ways. You can use a knife to harm somebody, but you can also use a knife for surgery. AI, social media, all of these things, you can use it both ways. But what companies have to do is responsibly use it the right way so it doesn't create harm. That I also added another point yesterday, that is why in our culture we always had a sattvic guru who was guiding a kshatriya. Always. In King Dashratha's court, who was there? Vasishtha Rishi. For Shivaji Maharaj, who was there? Samartha Ramdasji. For all of our warriors, kings, rulers, queens, there was always a sattvic guru guiding them. You understand? Because kshatriyas might not necessarily have the vision, but they have the power of implementation. So all of these companies, if they have that kshatriyas, they must have a sattvic mind guiding them. Otherwise, their vision will be completely flawed. So if you are in such an environment, you must ensure that the vision remains as sattvic as possible.
Shubhaniji, to your previous question, I was wondering, what is my dharma towards God?
To seek those three things I had told you: seva, sadhana, swadhyaya. That is my dharma towards God. Doing seva, having sadhana, a spiritual practice that purifies the mind, calms the mind, swadhyaya, studying scriptures. This is my dharma to God. I must do this every day. Every day. Even if it's 10 minutes, even if it's 15 minutes, but this is my dharma. Because this will purify the body, the mind, the intellect. It will purify it so that I can go beyond it.
Hari Om Shubhaniji. My question is about verse 4. You said that I am the seer, appearing as the seen. And you mentioned something that could you expand a little more, which is about
wakes up late, what happens? One kid wakes up late, whole house shakes. Everybody's rushing. Everybody's trying to move everything together. Somebody's driving really fast, running all the red lights, speeding, and then someone gets antsy and disrupts the whole class in school. And then people go to work late, and everybody's disrupted, and the whole day is gone. Everybody wakes up on time. The house is peaceful. Everybody peacefully goes to school, to their work, they do what they do, they're kind, they're loving towards others, very peaceful, very calm. Understand? So one person in the house wakes up late, the house is a whole mess. And this happens to all of our homes. Right? So you can see, one little thing, it triggers. One accident on the road, what happens? Everybody's delayed. Just one, let's say somebody was careless. They say don't text and drive. Somebody was texting and driving. Got into an accident. All of the people behind have to wait. Delayed. Like that we see it. Okay, I think time is up. Yeah? Time is up. So we will just say the closing prayer so all of the kids can come. Just say a short closing prayer because